Coin collectors, and welcome to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel and our joint video with the United Kingdom Coin World Coin Channel. And we're trying to get the United Kingdom Coin World Channel off and running, and so we're going to do a kind of a really special coin here. And you could probably tell by the title that there is some mystery involved. And what is the mystery? Well, I'm going to tell you pretty quickly. So if you don't want to hear the spoiler, well, then turn your sound down and wait until you see a 2 shilling coin appear in the video, and then turn your sound back up. All right? Turn your sound off if you don't want to hear the spoiler. All right? Here's the spoiler for everyone. This is a 1997 2-pound coin. Guess how many coins they put into circulation, the 2-pound coins in 1997? If you guessed 0, you're right. The 1997 coins did not come out until 1998. So even though this is a 1997, in 1997, the United Kingdom had technical difficulties distributing their coins and producing their coins, and didn't put one out until 1998. Oh, so here's our 2 shilling coin. One of the things you notice about the 2-pound coin is it's almost exactly the same width, height, and diameter as the old 2 shilling coins. And that's kind of an interesting idea. And one of the reasons that countries sometimes do this is because this is a coin that had a very familiar weight, a familiar size, and though not a familiar value, because the 2 shilling coins obviously were much less than a pound, a familiar look to it. Now, so this is the old 2 shilling. It's the Mary Gillick portrait, of course, the first portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. And you see her as a young woman with the laureate wreath and the ribbon coming out the back of her hair. We see that it has a reeded rim, and we see that on the back it says 2 shillings, 1963, Fid Def, and we have the 2 roses intertwined here essentially. And then if we look way up in here on this 2 shilling coin, we see the EF and the CT. Of course, it's Fuller and Thomas, the people who engraved this coin, or the engravers. We look here and we see the Scottish thistle, the Irish shamrock, the Welsh leek as we go around the outside. And of course, in the very center, we have the English rose. But what were we talking about? We were talking about this 2-pound coin, which first came out in the United Kingdom in 1996. Now, in 1996, when they came out with this coin, it was kind of a big, big, big change. They had, until that time, they had pound notes. They had 1-pound coins. They had 5-pound coins. 5-pound notes, of course. And the odd event, once in a while, they would have a 5-pound coin. And that usually was with some kind of event that affected the royalty. Now, here's the other thing they had, however, and that's something that I didn't know much about and was trying to figure out. Had the United Kingdom ever issued a 2-pound coin before? And it turns out that the United Kingdom had issued a 2-pound coin. In fact, they first issued a 2-pound coin in the year 1820, and that was during the reign of George III. Now, it was really rare and it wasn't struck for circulation. However, in 1823, they did issue a 2-pound coin, and it was circulated. So in 1823, they issued the first circulating 2-pound coin, and they also issued them essentially over time after that. Now, many of those coins were because of some kind of big event. So from 1820, 1887 they issued them, 1893, 1902. And the question is, what happened in those years? Well, from 1824 to 1826, they were all proof coins, and they had George the Fourth on them because George the Fourth had just taken George the Third's place. In 1831, they put one out because that was William the Fourth was just starting to rule. And essentially, what happened with many of these is that as the rulers kind of died, they would put out a new 2 pound coin to kind of commemorate the rule of that ruler, the monarch generally. And that happened all the way through the early 1900s. And so, though this is a 2 pound coin, and though this is the new 2 pound coin, this is not the coin, this is not the first time a 2 pound coin has ever been issued. Now let's get to the back, that famous back of the 1997. What's so famous about the back of the 1997? Well, what's famous about the back of the 1997 is a couple things that are famous. The first, of course, is the design. It's an Ian Rank Broadley portrait of the Queen on the front, of course, and it's Bruce Russian on the back. BR, Bruce Russian. Now, RUSHIN. Now, this coin is about technology. So we see the different kinds of things symbolizing the internet. We see at the very top it says 2 pounds. We see this here, a kind of nickel center, cupro-nickel center. We see a brass exterior. This is a 2 metal or bimetallic coin. And then way down in the side here, we see this kind of hidden markings in there. And I don't know if you've ever looked at them and seen those. This is a beautiful coin. Of course, it's 1997. And then we see the gears here. So this is as technology starts, it kind of works its way up. And now it's all the way out here into just these waves in the air. So 1997, and here's the mystery. And that is that though they did make coins in 1997, they did not put any out in 1997. What happened was that in 1997, the mint got a little bit muddled, and they weren't able to circulate them until June 1998. So the trick is that the 1997 and the 1998 2 pound coins both came out in the same year, and that was 1998. Now, I don't have any information indicating that had ever happened before, and I've looked for it, and I don't see any time when it actually happened in the past that they issued 2 coins with this different year marks, different year numbers in the same year. They may have, and if you are any collectors out there, just tell me about it. All right, so these are the 2 coins. This is, of course, a brilliant uncirculated version, and that's why it's so shiny. And when you tip this up, you can actually get some of the colors in here. You can see the purpling and greening of this coin. And this is a fine, fine condition coin. We tip it over, changing the condition as I drop it, right? Well, what happened was we got this brilliant uncirculated package that was all ripped up, and so we wanted to take it out. The package wasn't any good anymore, so we said, let's show it to everybody. But then what else happened here? Of course, we went from this portrait. Now, this portrait here it's a Bruce Russian back, but it is, when we look at the front, we see that it's not the Jody Clark front. So we got Jody Clark, we have Ian Rank Broadley here, and we have, let's look if we can see way down in there. See way, way down in there. There we go. Raphael David. So this is the RDM one. This is the IRB one. And of course, the modern one is the Jody Clark one. What are they made of? Well, all of them, both of these and all the ones through the regular ones are made of a nickel brass outer ring and a cupro-nickel inner ring. But another thing I want you to know is that they've been putting these out in silver for many of the years also. So from 1998 until 2015, you could get a proof silver non-circulating coin every year through there. Those coins have about $6.50 in silver, $6.50 and are 92.5% silver. And they also issued a gold coin for some of those years. So in 1985, they issued a gold coin. 87, 88, 90, 91, 92, 93, 96. They issued a gold coin, and that coin is much more expensive. The gold coin of the 80s and 90s has $735 worth of gold in it. So you won't see the gold one much. And of course, you won't see this 2 shilling much anymore either. All right, that's all we have today from DC Coin World International Coin Channel and from the United Kingdom Coin World Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channels and leave any comments you might have in the comments section.